everyone, we are Group 5 in CE14 Laboratory B2. Today we are conducting an experiment on the reduction of sample size by quartering method and determination of specific gravity, water absorption, moisture content, and densities of dry relative, saturated, apparent, bulk specific of coarse aggregates.
To start reducing the sample size by quartering, place coarse aggregate sample on the mixing pan. Using the shovel, mix the sample by turning it at least 3 times, forming a cone. Flatten the pile by pushing it down with a shovel. Divide the pile into quarters and discard the diagonally opposite quarters. Repeat these steps until the desired sample size is achieved. After quartering method, sieve the sample using sieve number 4. The samples left on the sieve should be placed in the 3 sample containers. Weigh and record the mass of the 3 samples. Label the containers with their sample number, group name, and section. After weighing, wash each sample with water. Submerge the containers with samples in a basin 3/4 full of water for 24 hours. Transfer the coarse aggregate samples into a container full of water. Weigh the excess water in the basin and repeat these steps for other samples. Using a cloth, individually or dry together the coarse aggregate samples and weigh the cloth-dried samples in the weighing scale and record this as the SSD weight. Place the samples in the drying oven for 24 hours and obtain the samples from the drying oven and let it cool for 1 to 3 hours. Weigh the samples in the weighing scale and record this as oven dry weight. These are the data that was gathered. In table 1 shows the measurements of the 3 aluminum containers. Table 2 shows the physical properties of the samples. So we have their mass, weight in water, SSD weight, and oven dry weight. In table 3 shows the mechanical properties of the samples. Under the specific gravity, sample C all had the highest value with 1.386 in dry relative, 1.09 in SSD, and 1.419 in apparent. However, in the moisture content and water absorption, sample B had the highest value with both 2.04%. Lastly, in both normal and bulk density, sample B also yielded a similar value of 1 to 50.00 and 1 to 50.26 respectively.